Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Breeze going to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dez Bryant, 34 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Leopard! Gun!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll toss it to Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 34 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free, and he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Second quarter now, Brandon Gordon tries to... Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Kamara, and now running right through it. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. And even 40 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Breeze going to sneak it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Ginn. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to loft one deep left. And this will be caught at the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
21. 12.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And Lutz's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Lutz now to kick this one away. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. A strong running. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now it's Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Back into that belly. Here we go. Over.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Ginn. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A give. This is Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. On the keeper, it's Breeze, and he will push forward and pick up the first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now this time, Breeze will throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
And you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers. You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 28 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Lutz now to kick this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the hump.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
0-2.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Running with Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Breeze now. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the move to his left. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Bree's going to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
For my part.